Hello guys, Super Sola here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna be talking about one of the most fundamental concepts. I'm gonna be talking about energy and how is this related to fitness. So let's go. We hear the word energy pretty often. We use it when we refer to the charge of our phones or laptops. We use it in physics at school, and we even use it when we refer to the state of our body. But what is actually energy? Sometimes we think that feeling tired is the same as not having enough energy. And while this can be true, sometimes feeling tired is more about the tissue damage in your body rather than actually not having energy at all. To illustrate this, imagine a car that is completely filled up with gas but have a broken tire. Since the car is completely filled up with gas, it will have enough fuel to produce energy through combustion, but because it has a broken tire, it won't be able to perform at its best. The word energy came from the Greek energia, which was first introduced by Aristotle in the 4th century, and later on it was taken by physicists in order to describe the ability of an object or a body to do work. When physics first came up, its main goal was to describe mathematically the movement in general, and that is what energy is all about. You can think about energy as something that we spend as we move. For example, every time you're going to shop something, you will need some money, right? Because you will need to spend some money in that something that you're gonna buy. Well, in the same way, every time you're going to move or every time you want to move, you will need some energy because you will need to spend some energy to get to move. And yeah, you can steal or get something on sale for a lower price, but make sure you always carry energy with you because that doesn't happen in the physics shop. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, and there is so many types of energy. We have kinetic and potential, which are mechanical energy. We have chemical energy, which is the energy due to chemical reactions. We have electric energy, which is the energy due to electricity. We have thermal energy, which is the energy due to temperature, and we have so much more. As you might already experience, energy always tends to run out, right? It will always go low, and this is because energy behaves in a way in which it will spread from a source to the surroundings. All types of energy have to do with movement. For instance, thermal energy, which is the energy due to temperature, is no more than the vibration of the molecules of something, and well, vibration is movement. Or electrical energy, which is the energy due to electricity, is no more than the movement or the flow of electrons through a cable. The concept of energy is really important to understand when it comes to fitness or health in general, because our body is a machine that produces energy in order to auto-sustain. The only molecule that our body can use as a source of energy is called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. And well, it is basically produced and just set up by what we call the cellular respiration. Once we eat, our body digests that food and it breaks it up into nutrients, right? And basically, really briefly, what happened is that out of all those nutrients, we obtain glucose. Our body produces glucose out of that, mainly for carbohydrates. And out of that glucose, we produce ATP in every single cell that makes up the tissues in our body. And even though glucose is not the only source that the body can use to produce ATP, it is the more efficient one and is the one the body uses the most. The mechanism is really simple. Once you have an ATP molecule is a adenosine group joined with 3 phosphate groups, and the bonds between the phosphate groups hold a lot of energy. Basically, if you can break up one of those bonds, you will release a lot of energy, and that is what the cells do. It takes the ATP molecule and it breaks it up in order to release energy. And this process happens all over your body, producing energy at every single moment to keep you alive. Physical activity increases the energy demand that you need. This is because your body is now not only producing energy to auto-sustain itself, but it is also producing energy for you to generate movement, for you to perform a workout routine, for instance. Often we use the word calories when talking about the energy in our body or the energy in food. A calorie is the amount of energy you need to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. And basically what this means is that if you have a gram of water that is at 1 degree Celsius, if you raise the temperature of this water to 2 degrees Celsius, you have spent 1 calorie of energy. You have induced energy to the water molecules in the form of heat. An adult human being will need between 1,600 to 3,000 calories per day just for her or his body to work properly and auto-sustain. This amount of energy that you need per day will depend in your height, your weight, your body composition, your metabolic rate, your gender, and the amount of physical activity that you do in a day. Okay guys, to summarize, energy is that something that is being produced in order to generate movement. It can be produced in so many ways, and basically every time something moves, that something will expend energy, and even things that are not moving, they have energy too. Energy will always spread, it will always run out, and well, that's the behavior of energy. For instance, when you do a workout, your cells will be producing energy, your body will be getting heat up, and then well, you will pass that heat through your skin to your clothes and then to the environment. And well, that's the behavior of energy. It will always spread. Human body is a machine that produces energy through chemical reactions, which is the breaking up of adenosine triphosphate. And well, it does that because the body needs to auto-sustain itself, and well, you need energy for all those processes that are happening in your body to keep you alive. I wish that sounded informative. I mean, energy is not an easy thing to explain or to understand. It is everywhere and it takes so many forms. And on top of that, we use it on the dailies, and that sometimes lead to misunderstandings of the concept. I hope you're doing great. Happy December to everyone, and see you next time.